Hello and welcome to a Mechwarrior Online build guide. So, it's been a long time since I made one of these, so I figured I'd go for an old classic. A lot of people know this build already, it's nothing special. It's very much played a lot, but for any new players out there that want a very solid mech that is usable in like any state of the game, can be played on like basically any map, any range, I wanted to show them the Hellbringer. So the one I currently use is the Hellbringer Virago, which is the hero. However, this build can be done on just a normal Hellbringer. I'll show you both versions real quick. This is the exact build I would go for. My old Hellbringer is actually not up to date. I've changed this one a lot. Um, I've got more heat sinks on the new one, on the new build, because I've changed some leg armor about, things like that. But overall, you can do this build with the Hellbringer Prime. It doesn't even need to be the Prime because you just need that side torso, which you can get on any Hellbringer, and you can get all of these again. I recommend going for the Prime because you get the majority of the Omnipods that you want. The only ones you would have to buy new ones for is the head and the right torso. But yeah, that's just showcasing that I could do it on both these mechs. But again, I use the Virago. The major difference is you get more right arm armor. The Virago arm has more armor in it. Otherwise, it's basically pretty much the exact same. Again, like I said, I stripped out some leg armor for an extra heatsink. And I gave myself a lower actuator, but it doesn't actually change anything. I basically play this entirely arm locked, which I shall showcase in a game later on. So the reason why it's organized like this, why I don't have a heavy large over here, vice versa. One, it makes the slots very, very nice. As you can see, I don't need to stick any of my heat sinks over here on my dead arm. They're all nice and located where all the armor is, as well as crit padding. And this also helps for if you lose a side torso. You can give up either side torso. Typically, I would recommend giving up your right arm, but you can actually give up both sides, and your mech is still relatively cool. Your heat stays in a very similar bracket. So when you have your full mech and you shoot, you go to about 60% heat. Say I was to lose my right torso and I was to shoot, my mech would actually go to like 45 heat, even though I've lost the side torso. Say I was to lose my left side, and I'm just left with these three. I believe your mech goes to 55 or 60 again, but keep in mind that the heavies do run hotter because you have less capacity. So that's why I've got it organized like this. Keeps it very uniform, and also keeps the ranges the same. So again, if I was to lose my right torso, all these lasers have the same range. If I was to lose my left torso, you kind of just ignore the ER medium. They have similar ranges anyway, but you basically purely aim off your heavy large range. And yeah, like I said, this is not a special build made by me. This is just a very clear cut, well known build that a lot of people recommend. There is a second version that you'll see a lot as well, where they give themselves the extra ER medium. I prefer without the ER medium having the extra heatsink, and there's a big reason for that. And kind of like what I was saying before, when you shoot this thing, it goes to about 60% heat. I'll see if I can get into a thing real quick. And why that is a big difference is by the time you've cooled, you can alpha again. And then you go to about 90% heat. I'll use Tourmaline, which is a semi-hot map, but you'll see. Okay, it goes to 70 on Tourmaline. Cooling, cooling, cooling. Wait. Shoot again. 93. Now I'll hide, right? That is... Actually, it gets me crit ammo. But yeah, there's a good example of its firepower as well. But yeah, so what I can do is basically... Oh, it's a catapult. Shoot. I'm going to try my best not to aim for the actual back of it, just to showcase this, or it'll be one shot. Hide. Back out. And now I'll hide properly. So this is something that if you have the extra ER medium, you can't do it as cleanly as that. So this allows you to get 2 alphas off. If you want to go for a third alpha, you pop a cool shot, you go for your third alpha, and yeah, you basically do the same thing. A cool shot basically gives you a full 3 alpha, if I recall. I'll test it here right now, actually. I don't know 100% on that. So shoot again, goes up to 91, pop a cool shot, and you get yourself another alpha. Yeah, exactly that. So use a cool shot for another alpha, and then back away again. That's if you want to be really greedy. But that's why I really like this version over the extra ER medium. Both work fine. This one I find more versatile and is my preference. I'll quickly go over the skill tree as well once it loads. Skill tree, again, it's nothing fancy. I am personally not 100% keen on the skill tree. On the skill tree rework, I won't lie. I actually find the old skill tree a lot more interesting, but for the sake of new players, I agree this one is substantially better. I'll go for the right hand side first. So you run double cool shot and one UAV is what I run. You take your ECM nodes. There is a strong argument for also taking 3 points of radar deprivation just in case, but points are pretty scarce. Full heat containment, full cool run, and improved gyro. This is just to help against any like heavy ghost rifle, AC-20s, AC-10s, something that hits you really hard and really shakes your camera. This helps against that. You can easily remove those. I just have a preference of having them. I don't like my screen shaking like crazy. So here's something that honestly I would probably remove the cooldown and put it in there. I like going full aggression, so I take the little bit extra. It's very minimal. Honestly, I recommend taking structure if I was to pick any. Full armor, a bit of structure. This also gives you an extra bit of health for your override. So you might not blow yourself up as easily. Again, it's very, very minor. Full heat generation, full range, and then cooldown. Cooldown is the first thing I would sacrifice on this build. Always take laser duration, always take heat gen, always take range, always take max armor. Honestly, always take skeletal as well. Heat containment is what allows you to do the double burn. Cool run, similar thing. We have so many heat sinks that getting extra effectiveness out of them, if you look, your heat dissipation range is 0.22 per heatsink. So that actually does add up quite significantly. If I recall, can't remember the exact number on this, Cool Run is more effective than Heat Gen at 16 heatsinks. That's 10 from the engine and then 6 extra. I could be wrong, it could be 18, it could even be more, but I just have the number 16 in my head. So in this case, we are well over that number. I think we've got 21. Apparently we have 15 extra. 5, 9, 12, 15. 15 extra. Okay, we're way over. So yeah, extra effectiveness, extra 10% per heatsink. Massive difference. Absolutely huge difference. But yeah, that is the build. So hopefully you like it. And I'm going to show a video after me rambling, just in a second, of honestly a pretty subpar game by me, if I was to say. But actually goes to show how good this mech is, even when you get halved early on. I basically did this with half a mech for pretty much the whole match. And still got like over 600 damage, which is pretty comfortable. Nothing spectacular, none of those 1500 damage games. You can do that in this. But this is just showing that even if you lose half your mech, you're still a really solid, versatile, mid to long range mech. Like Laser Vomit, you can, the heat, the lack of side torso doesn't bother you, and you can just keep going wild. So hopefully you all enjoy. Catch you all later. Right. Warm up match. Let's see how it goes. It is the old faithful VR goal, so if there's a mech you can rely on, it's probably this one. Oh, they only got C5, did they? Oh. Such fun individuals. I mean, I'm a good mech for it. The issue with the going left on domination, though, is no one's on the point if you do that. I've never actually gone up here. I see everyone do it, but I've never actually fought up here. It always annoys me when everyone just runs up here. Oh, say, no, looks like they just want to rotate left, and I'm going all the way up. I'm going to try and cover the high ground. $1,500 meters. You can ping people at long distance without pressing R on them, as long as you keep your mouse cursor over them. Okay, they were slightly in range.
Target spotted. Target acquired. New target acquired.
Wrong one. That did probably about 1 damage total, but you know what? About sending a message.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
Let's get closer. Looks like we're not going up here, which is amazing. Very happy to see that. I hate the fights all taking place up there. Probably could have outed that, to be fair. Yeah.
Target spotted.
I was getting blapped hard on that right hand side. Is that Atlas going to keep walking?
Target spotted.
He is.
Target spotted.
I'm actually going to pop
Acquired.
full shot here. Yeah, okay, I'm being focused. Oh shit! Good shot by that Banshee. Probably Ghost Rifle PPCs. A lot of pinpoint. I was definitely over peeking there. I'm surprised. I wonder what our team's doing. I'm surprised they were looking at me over our team, so I wonder if my team wasn't fighting as much as I thought they was.
New target acquired.
Considering I've got ECM as well. I shouldn't have been first target, but I was just stood there in the open like a dumbass. Out of range. We do look very passive. Oh! I was supposed to press Q and I pressed 1.
New target acquired.
Never done that before in my life on this game. First time preference. Man, the peak warfare is in full swing today. Everyone just peeking and shooting. Me included. God, losing my heavies really sucks. No one's gonna notice that guy on the
Need assistance.
right?
New target acquired.
Yeah, he's getting sick of me shooting at him.
New target.
I'm the only one actually shooting at that Sun Spider, absolutely nailing everyone.
Target spotted.
Crusader up top.
Target spotted.
I hate Crusaders. They really need their hitboxes nerfing.
Target spotted.
It's impossible to hit the CTs on those fucking things.
New target acquired.
Especially with how much health they have. They are so sturdy.
New target acquired.
The Gamma should be one touch. Both of those guys should be like one touch. There we go. Warden's down.
Target spotted.
Did that Crusader die? I don't think he did. God, with 3 down.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
That Crusader's still up there, but he is doing a good job not peeking. Missile ball up there as well.
Target destroyed. Left torso critical damage.
I can't tell if that's a Sun Spider or if that's the Jug. I think that was the Krail that just died.
Target
That is a Sun
destroyed.
Spider.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Need assistance.
What a cool shot. Gem, I really don't have my heavies here, but make the most
New
of it.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Snub.
Need assistance.
Heat level critical.
Probably should go for the light mech.
Acquired.
My heat's about to absolutely kaput. That Herbie's going to eat me alive as well.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Try and get back to our assault mech.
New target acquired. Heat level critical. New target acquired.
Yeah, that Herbie is going to absolutely demolish me.
Torso critical damage.
Snubs are so powerful right now.
Override shut down. Heat
Is he out of ammo? He might actually be out of ammo.
target acquired.
Oh, it's AC5s. Oh, I thought it was the AC2 build. Triple F. Yeah, he's out of ammo.
New target.
That 600 first game. I think I lost my heavy lasers quite early. I'm quite happy with that.
Critical. Heat level critical.
25%. Do not let the enemy keep it up.
Heat level critical. Critical.
I'm confused by all the lasers on chain fire, like all the time.
Heat level critical.
If it works, I guess, but... Yeah, he hasn't used his machine guns once. He still has,
You have been seriously disappointed.
full machine gun ammo.
The enemy is victorious.
Interesting. Still, not a bad game. Yeah, that Herbie. Snubs are so fucking nuts at the minute. They really are. Yeah, he was farming up as well. That Sunspy did a really good job. He was farming on our team and none of them could see him. Did he have stealth? I think he had stealth.